Alrighty. Playoffs are here. Let's get predicting. I think I'm just going to go round by round and, work our way up to the Super Bowl. Let's get things started, I guess, with no one else but my team. Steelers versus Ravens. Arguably the best rivalry in the NFL, if you ask me. It is. Maybe I'm biased. Don't really care. This is a matchup I am very intrigued by. Steelers, of course, cold at the wrong time. Ravens getting hot at the right time. But the Steelers, historically, excluding last match, have done very well at containing Lamar Jackson. They've done very well at that. For whatever reason, Lamar Jackson tends to not play well against the Steelers. And for whatever reason, he tends to not play well in the playoffs. I'm going to say that trend continues. Is that biased? Yeah, probably. But I think I have sound reasoning. Plus, who knows what Zay Flowers' status is? That's up in the air. I just want to win a playoff game, man. Let me have this. Oh, boy. Would I be surprised if the Steelers lost? Absolutely not. I would not be. But, man, I can't pick against the Steelers, against the Ravens. I can't do it. I simply cannot do it. Steelers win. It's going to be a close one. Chris Boswell is going to kick the game-winning field goal. I'm calling it now. And TJ Watt has at least 2 sacks. Bills and Broncos. I think the Bills are going to win this game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Broncos put up points, but I think the Bills are just going to put up considerably more. And the reason I think that is because the Bills have a guy named Josh Allen. Josh Allen has been absolutely stellar this year. And it's hard to see him being stopped by the Broncos defense, who have a good defense, but I don't think it's a great defense. The Bills are going to win this game. Texans-Chargers. I'm going to go with the Chargers, and I'm going to go with the Chargers because Texans, just like the Steelers, not looking the best right now. And I am very big on the trenches. If you can load up in the trenches, I am going to like your chances to go all the way. The Chargers, they are built in the trenches. They have a terrific offensive line. They are built on just pounding the run in your face. And Justin Herbert is good enough to the point where he can elevate that team if he needs to. If it's a close game, he can make those clutch plays. So I'm going to go with the Chargers here. I think they're a well-coached team. I like them. I love them in the trenches. So I'm going to go with the Chargers. Moving on to the NFC now. Rams and Vikings. I've said all year, I've been waiting for Sam Darnold to turn into a pumpkin, and although he's had his stinkers, I wouldn't say he's completely reverted back to that. The Rams, I've been saying all season, they started 1-4. Wait until that team got healthy. That team is going to make the playoffs. And they ended up winning their division. And if you ask me, if there is any team that I think can make a run at the Super Bowl, a surprise run at the Super Bowl, it's the Rams. So, I haven't decided on this game yet, but I think I have my decision. I think I'm going to go with the Rams. The reason I'm going with the Rams is because I think Sean McVay is the X factor. I love Kevin O'Connell as a coach, don't get me wrong. I've always loved Kevin O'Connell. But I think Sean McVay is just the X factor in this regard. I think he is too good of a coach. Plus, he's going up against one of his coaching disciples, so it makes sense that he'd beat him. So I'm going to go with the Rams. It's going to be a darn close game, but we'll see what happens. Prove me wrong, Vikings. I wouldn't be mad if you win either. Eagles, Packers. I can't trust the Packers. I can't. Who knows what Jalen Hurts' condition is? I know he's dealing with a concussion. Who knows what Jordan Love's condition is? It sounds like he'll be okay. But I'm guessing Jalen Hurts and Jordan Love, I'm guessing they're both going to play. I'm going to have to go with the Eagles. I can't trust the Packers right now. 5 of their 6 losses came to the Eagles. Not to the Eagles, in their division. And then their other loss, outside of the division, came to the Eagles. Yes, it was all the way back in week 1. But still. If you watch the Packers, their pass rush is non-existent most of the time. And man, are their first halves terrible. Boy, are their first halves terrible. I cannot trust that team, man. I can't trust them. I'm going to have to go with the Eagles here. I'm sorry, Packers. I can't trust you. I think Jordan Love is a very good quarterback. I think Matt LaFleur is a good coach. But I cannot trust you. I think the Eagles are too good right now. Prove me wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Buccaneers Commanders. This is going to be a very entertaining game. On Sunday Night Football, it is going to be a terrific game. The Buccaneers are a team, just like the Rams, where I would not be surprised if they have a deep playoff run. The reason I think that is because of Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield has been outstanding this year. Arguably the best year of his career. And they finally have a running game. They finally have a running back to complement Mayfield so he doesn't have to completely carry that team on his back. That is the main difference between this year's team and last year's team. I think this year's team is better. Commanders have Jaden Daniels. They have a good offense. Austin Eckler. Brian Robinson Jr. I'm going to go with the Bucs here. And the reason I'm going with the Bucs is because I do not trust the Commanders secondary. I don't trust it. I know Marshawn Lattimore is there, but he's been okay at best, I'd say. I want the Commanders to win, man. I really do. They deserve all that joy now that Dan Snyder is gone. And I want that team to do well. And I think they have a very bright future ahead of them. But I'm going to go with the Bucs here. Baker Mayfield is playing too well, and they finally have a running game. Mike Evans is still elite. I'm going to have to go with the Bucs. So if everything goes the way I predict it to go, we've got the Chiefs playing the Steelers, the Bills playing the Chargers, Lions playing the Rams, and the Eagles playing the Buccaneers. Chiefs and the Steelers. These teams played a couple weeks ago on Christmas. Chiefs played probably their best game of the season. And in all honesty, I'm expecting the same exact thing to happen again. Yeah, the Steelers, they're going to get clobbered by the Chiefs. Let's just make that very clear. The Chiefs, but you know what? Come to think of it, I wouldn't be too surprised if maybe the 2 weeks rest for the starters came back to bite them. But I think they're too well coached of a team to let that get to them. I think Andy Reid is going to have this team in a fine situation. I think the Chiefs are going to be fine. They're going on to the AFC Championship. Next, Bills, Chargers. I find this matchup very intriguing. And the reason I find it very intriguing is because Buffalo's run defense, a bit shaky at times. Chargers are a team that love to run the football. So I would not be surprised if the Chargers get this win. I think it is I think it's a good matchup for the Chargers, actually. I really do. But I think, as I said earlier, Josh Allen, absolute monster right now. And we've seen him before in the past take his game up to another level in the playoffs. I think he's going to do the same thing. I think he's going to do the same thing here. I think he's going to lead the Bills to victory. And the Bills are moving on to the AFC Championship. Lions-Rams. Oh, man. I love both these teams, man. I really do. I want both these teams to do well. I think the Lions are going to win it, though. And the reason I think the Lions are going to win it is because of one man. And that man's name is Jahmyr Gibbs. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is going to have a monster game against the Rams. I really do. I think he is going to lead them to victory. I mean, I wouldn't... As I said, if there's any team in the NFC I could see making a surprise run to the Super Bowl, it'd be the Rams. But man, I think the Lions are too good. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is too good right now. And in all honesty, he's only been better. He's only gotten better since David Montgomery went down. Scoring 4 touchdowns on Sunday night against Vikings. Oh, beautiful. But I'm going to go with the Lions. Eagles-Bucks. I'm going to go with the Eagles. Reason I'm going with the Eagles is coaching. Now, do I think Sirianni is a good coach? No, but I definitely think he is better than Todd Bowles. I've never been that big of a Todd Bowles fan. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Eagles. Saquon Barkley is a monster. And then if he can't do it all, well, they've got Dallas Goedert, which who knows what his status is going to be for the playoffs. I can't say for sure. Who knows what his status is going to be for the playoffs. But they've also got A.J. Brown. They've got Devonta Smith. And Jalen Hurts is a solid enough quarterback. So I'm going to go with the Eagles. If things go the way I have them going, we've got the Chiefs playing the Bills and the Lions playing the Eagles. Is it boring that I have both 1 and 2 seeds making it? Maybe. But in all honesty, I don't care. Chiefs, Bills. I still haven't decided. Never mind, I'm going to go with the Bills. Reason I'm going with the Bills is because they have a running game this year. That's the difference between this year's team and last year's team. Just like the Bucks, they have a running game. James Cook has been spectacular this year. 16 rushing touchdowns or 16 total touchdowns? Either way, he's been spectacular. So I'm going to go with the Bills. They're going to upset their demons. Would I be surprised if the Chiefs won? Absolutely not. Absolutely, I wouldn't be. But the reason I'm going with the Bills, as I said previous 2 times, Josh Allen. Josh Allen is playing the best football he's ever played. He's taken his game up to another level in the playoffs in the past. I don't see it being any different here. I think the Bills are going to win this game. In the NFC Championship, Lions-Eagles. I think the Lions are going to win, and I think they're going to win because of one man. No, not Jahmyr Gibbs. Jared Goff. Jared Goff, he's a quarterback that has taken a team to a Super Bowl before, and he was the main catalyst behind it. He was great in that 2018 Rams run, and he's only gotten better with age. Jared Goff